This is Andy Peroff, Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by the Matchroom Boxing CEO, Frank Smith. But Frank, he's got a sheet of paper of some of the celebrities, shall we say, who were ringside or were attending certain events this week. So I'm going to leave it to him to kind of work out and inform us as to who's who.
Well, it's celebrities and influencers. The influencers, I'm a bit lost on some of them, to be honest, which is why this sheet helps. But firstly, what a fight. I think we should do it again.
Is that the little plug for the next bout?
No, I'm sorry, I'm just reading this. I'm just seeing who turned up, to be honest. The Zone loved it. It was a great night. Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it for the criticisms it's received. If you do just take it for what it is, it was an enjoyable night.
They both went for it, 100%, put everything in there, didn't leave a stone unturned, and, fair play to them.
Let's just try and work through the cards before you continue to look through the sheet of paper as to who was here tonight. Let's start off with that main event, KSI Logan Paul. What was your thoughts on their fight?
Great fight. Great fight. I mean, entertaining from start to finish. You didn't have a clue what was going to happen. I thought when the ref he took the 2 points away, and KSI in the corner, I thought he was gone. Completely gone. I know obviously they gave him a bit of time, but I thought there was no way he was coming back from it. But yeah, as I say, fair play to them both, because they didn't have to go in there and do that, and they went in there and they literally gave it all.
Obviously some controversy through the fight, 2 points deducted for Logan Paul, a situation where he was deemed to have slipped when it looked like he might have been knocked down, etc. What did you make of some of those decisions?
Yeah, to be honest, I need to actually watch back I've seen some clips, but it did look like a knockdown to me.
Moving forwards, how well has tonight gone with regards to what DAZN's numbers will say, Sky's numbers will say, etc.? Do you anticipate we may well see something like this once again in the near future?
I mean, look, if people want to take it seriously, get in there and do the work, and as I say, put everything into it like a fighter would, then fair play to them. And yeah, the numbers have been, as everyone said throughout the week, the numbers have been huge, and it's one of those things where it's a different audience. It may not suit the normal audience, but if it helps bring a new audience into the sport of boxing, then brilliant. And it showed tonight.
We saw Justin Bieber here today. How much of that $1 billion would it take from DAZN to get him in there?
I don't think we got enough money to get Justin Bieber in the ring, to be honest. I'm not sure what weight it'd be though. There was a few big names out there tonight. I think that would give them all a bit of get them going to get in the ring.
Well, you've got a sheet of paper there which had about 50 names on from the looks of it, so it was an interesting look for myself. But just moving beyond that, obviously Devin Haney and Billy Joe Saunders, 2 world champions fighting on the card. Yeah. Not the performances that they would have liked to have given, but starting off with Billy Joe, I spoke to Adam Smith, I spoke to Eddie Hearn earlier in the week. They both said with his first fight being in America, he needed to try and make that impact on the American market, looking for the Canelos, the Golovkins, etc. next year. Didn't quite work out like that. I know he had the stoppage victory in the end, but what did you make of his performance until that point?
Yeah, look, I think, as you say, the stoppage victory, it was a good stoppage when it got round to it. Obviously, he won't say it himself, but he wasn't feeling great this week. He actually flew in very late. Got here this weekend, a few issues with a few things, but he got here late, and that was obviously part of, it's a big time difference coming out here. So again, he won't make it, I'm sure. I haven't seen anything, but I'm sure he won't make any excuses. But it's all part and parcel. Every fight can't be of the highest level. You look back at some of his other ones, David Lemieux, when he boxed David Lemieux, and everyone's like, this guy's the best. He's got the ability. Tonight, maybe he didn't show everything, but he went in there, and as I say, he got the stoppage win, and that was good from that front.
Does Billy Joe need one of those big names, whether it's a middleweight or super middleweight, to produce a best performance out of him? Well, not necessarily best performance, but a better performance out of him.
Yeah, probably. He's had a lot of fights now, and every fighter, I think, wants the biggest fights out there. So hopefully we can make that happen now. He's on the right platform. There's a lot of fighters that can go up against each other. So as I say, hopefully we can make that happen.
Are you feeling the pressure at all to try and deliver that big fight for Billy Joe?
Yeah, I think all of our fighters, we feel the pressure. We have to deliver the big fights for all of our fighters. But as I say, he's in the right place to get the right opponents and the right fights. And now's the job to make those happen.
And obviously Devin Haney, once again, not necessarily with the performance he'd have liked, but what was your thoughts on his victory?
Devin Haney as well. He's been very busy. Boxed just under 7 weeks ago, I think. So he's been very active, and I think now's probably the time to take a bit of rest. He doesn't stop training, and he's only 21 years old. He's still learning, and I think all these fights are good. Good for him to keep learning, keep growing, and keep developing. Keeping him busy has been good. That's what he's wanted. Building his profile. But yeah, I think he'll take a bit of a rest now and then get back in camp. But he hasn't stopped training, Devin Haney.
And finally, just a word on Nikita Ababi. He was also in an interesting competitive fight. Interesting fight until the punches were thrown after the end of the first round, etc. What was your take on the entire situation?
It was a bit like Joshua White won, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't think the ref should have stopped it. I think obviously it was a bit of it was heated at the weigh-in, but it's one of those things out of everyone's control. I think Nikita wanted to show. He probably would have stopped him in the next round, but Nikita wanted to, in front of a huge audience, wanted to show what he's about. But one of those things.
Well, Frank Smith, I appreciate your time as always. I appreciate your time throughout this week. So thanks to speak to myself, Boxing Social. Go and enjoy the night.
Thank you. I'd say thank you for coming, but you've smashed it on views, so you've done it for yourself.
Cheers, Frank. Nice one. Thank you.